Give a big San Antonio welcome to Sofia Boutella.
Hi. Hello.
Where do you want to sit? Where do you want to sit?
There and I sit here.
Okay, I'll sit
on the
over.
couch in between us.
I can't touch it. It's like way over here from you. Okay, I'll sit over here with you. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Welcome to San Antonio.
Thank you.
This is not your first time here, though, right?
I don't know. I can't remember. When I was on tour with Madonna, maybe we came here.
Yeah?
But I can't remember. Because we did so many cities in America. And
Yeah.
I cannot quite remember if I did. But not, the only time I would have been here was when I was on tour.
Yeah.
Dancing.
And 10 years with her, too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Talk about that experience. 10 years with Madonna. How was that?
Very formative.
Yeah.
You know, I learned so much, and it was incredible, and she's such a strong woman, very inspiring, very inspired herself, and she's great.
Yeah, and I think I read somewhere where you actually learned most English from her. Is that correct?
Yeah, when I started dancing for her, my English was not so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I learned a lot of my English with.
Not many people can say that their English teacher was Madonna.
No, I mean, it's not her, it's
Yeah.
being on tour with her, and like many other dancers and many other people.
What did you find challenging about learning English?
I don't know. I'm just learning it, I guess. But I think it's a friendly language. I think to learn.
Yeah, it is.
You know, it's not as complicated as French.
Yeah, because you speak English and French, right?
Yeah, that's it.
A little bit of Spanish?
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
I mean, I can sort of get by, but not really.
Can I teach you a trick?
Sure.
Okay, and y'all be quiet because I know y'all know this trick in San Antonio. Okay, you spell the word socks. So spell it.
S-O-C-K-S.
There you go. We spoke Spanish right now.
S-O-C-K-S?
Yep. You just said that. That's how it is in Spanish. That's the way
Say
it is.
it?
Yeah. S-O-C-K-S.
Ah!
You get it
That's
now?
funny. S-O-C-K-S.
Yeah. Here you
And
go.
it means what again?
Like, hey, that's the way it is. Yeah,
And
hey, that's the way it is. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
that's why. Yeah,
Okay.
there's a pro basketball team here in San Antonio, and some of the players they don't speak Spanish, and every time I teach them that trick, their mind is blown. Like once they realize that, oh yeah, you spell the word socks, you're speaking really Spanish there. So
I'll remember.
see, now I can say I taught Sofia Boutella Spanish. See, all right, so I'm gonna move on now. But you know, I want to jump right into it. Rebel Moon, you know, such a great film. When I pressed play on my TV, I was like, from jump, I was like, well, okay, I like where this is going. Can you talk to us about the project? What did you like about it? What was it challenge? Any challenges for you taking that lead role?
No, I mean, yeah, I loved everything about it. I had honestly, personally, like such a great experience. And Charlie was here also.
Yeah.
Like we became such friends, and I loved everything about it. It was my first time being a lead, and I loved working with Zach. He's very creative and enthusiastic about everything he does. And I had a blast. You know, we worked really hard, and I loved every second of it. And yeah, the whole experience entirely was fantastic for me.
Leading up to Rebel Moon, you pretty much always said like, well, you're not there yet to be lead role. We weren't ready yet. I think you told one other outlet you feel like you're still in kindergarten. Like you were still in kindergarten, yeah. Why did you finally say, you know what, I'm ready? Like, what was the shift? What made you feel comfortable to be a lead?
Well, I personally think that you're always a student, no
Yeah.
matter what, but I think there was a time where I felt like I needed to gain more experience and be around a bit more and follow the lead of others for a bit as I'm learning more. But I'm still learning, but I felt more ready. I felt more close to a place where I could take on board a film. And this was the perfect project for that because it linked also action, which I'm comfortable with since I've been close to physicality with my body, as you know, having been a dancer for quite some time. So yeah, I felt comfortable opening that door for that project.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
What was it like playing Cora? What was that?
I mean, she's a tricky character.
Yeah.
I mean, not a tricky character. She has a tricky past, very, you know, very tormented and quite heavy. But it was quite intense to put myself into her shoes. But at the same time, it was you know, the story of you know, redemption and to find, you know, forgiveness for yourself and for others was something that was interesting throughout, you know, this very intense story. But I loved every second of it.
Was it any different knowing this was going to be quite a long, you know, movie? You know, it was to the point you had to break it up in parts. part one, part two. Was that different for you, knowing to do something that was going to be continued, but yet one still movie? Yeah.
No, I loved it,
Yeah,
because it gave you, consistency, and then you can stay close to the character for the next, for the entire time that you were filming. And I love that it lasted that long.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Did you do it again?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course, yes. Well, I mean, you played so many iconic characters, from Jayla in the Star Trek universe to Gazelle in Kingsman, and obviously Cora. Looking back, what would you tell your younger self? 15-year-old
Be
Sofia.
patient.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, because I'm pretty sure you're going to get a lot of questions from the audience in a while about the process. So what would you talk to? If your 15-year-old Sofia Boutella is right here in front of you, what would you tell her about her future?
No, I would say be patient.
Yeah, that's it.
I said breathe, be patient, because I was quite impatient as an adolescent,
Yeah.
and had a lot of energy. I still do, but I just was moving 100 miles an hour, and I would just say, yeah, breathe and be patient.
Yeah, enjoy the ride, right?
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, before I forget, because he's probably going to get mad at me, I do want to shout out one guy. He's wearing a Star Trek shirt.
Yeah, I met him earlier.
I figured you would appreciate that.
Yeah.
Your dancing background, intensive, just extensive from your time with Madonna. I believe Michael Jackson as well. Do you ever look back and say, oh my goodness, I worked with these two icons?
I didn't get to work with him because I got cast for This Is It, but he passed away
He
before.
passed away, yeah.
Sorry. Before I could join them, I was still on tour with Madonna. But these were incredible years of my life. I've learned so much, and again, Madonna taught me so much, and all the other artists that I worked with were her essentially, because I've spent so much time with her. And dancing gave me, the discipline that I then still carry today, and the focus, and I always say it's half of my education.
Yeah.
My family did 50 and dancing did 50%.
Wow.
The rest, it gave me, I think discipline is very important, especially also in acting, and in everything that you do, really, and then, that was anchored in me from dancing, so.
Obviously, a lot of fans, they know you from action roles, as we would highlight it right now, from Jayla to Cora and everything else in between. Do you ever feel like you would like to see your, shift maybe to more modern, non-action films?
Sure, I'm really open to anything, to be honest. Anything that I read, for me, it's all on the page, and what you discover is all about. I love relationships in what I'm reading, and it depends. It could be another 20 sci-fi. It's just about the story, But I'm happy to explore and to discover new stories that I'd love to be a part of.
One thing I love that you said in some of your previous interviews is when it comes to action and the fighting, you said it's not about the physicalness. It's not about the kicks and the punches. It's about the emotion behind that. Talk to us about that. Why is that important for you to emote when you're in action scenes?
Well, because when you're in a movie, it's not like a dance sequence. It's even when I danced from a place of intention. And I think that in a film, whenever you have an action sequence, it comes from an intention also. So whatever is driving the character to be in that position, or whatever threw the character in that position, is what needs to be behind the action and the physicality. It cannot just be about the moves, of course.
Of course, yeah. You have so many iconic action scenes, though, from Hotel Artemis, in the hallway that everybody loves to watch, over and over again. I'm pretty sure that scene is probably on repeat so many times with fans checking it out. And then, of course, your time, with Jayla and Gazelle, just so many moments that you've had. Is there a favorite that you have? When it comes
it's
to
hard for me to pick.
Yeah.
It's for people to pick, not me.
Not you?
But yeah, I feel very close to every character that I've played, and I like all of them.
You do? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I taught you a little bit of Spanish, a little trick here, but I'm also going to tell you another tradition in San Antonio. So in San Antonio, during the calendar year, there's a week where it's just, basically it's Mardi Gras, but for a week. It's that intense, okay? And there's a tradition where...
what is it?
It's, this year's going to be in March, I believe. March or April, I mean April, March, but around April.
What's it called?
It's called Fiesta Week. Yeah.
Where does it come from?
Okay, wait. Just an excuse to party. I'm not kidding. It's just an excuse for San Antonio to come together And
Created it, where did it come from?
it came from, oh my God, it's been around for years. I think the city I think it started with an event called NIOSA, and it stands for Night in Old San Antonio. So in downtown San Antonio, there's still a piece of what used to be Mexico, and they left it alone. I mean, for the most part. I mean, they modernized a little bit, but for the most part.
Now is it Mexico? Is it?
No. It's here in San Antonio, but because Texas used to be a part of Mexico, and they just preserved that area. And then from that point, people would come together once a year and party and celebrate San Antonio. Well, then it led to one day, okay, let's have another night. Let's have another event. There's parades. There's, I don't know if you saw the river that cuts across the city.
I haven't yet.
Okay, well, the river there, they have boats that come across, all decorated. So it's just a week-long celebration of the
The
city.
theme is essentially, is it like an homage or an honor
I guess,
to the Mexican culture?
Yeah. You see a lot of that. Yeah, you see when they paint the faces and the skulls. You ever see that? Like the skeletons?
Yeah.
You see that a lot. You know, everybody just having a good time. Well, there's a tradition within that week where people collect medals, like just military-style medals that you
How
see.
do they gain those medals?
Well, that's the thing. That's the trick. You gotta be at the right place at the right time. A business may make some and hand them out. And Big Texas made them for this year, and this is what they are. This is what they look like. Okay. So see that? So for that week, people will go around the city trying to collect them and wear them, and they do trades. No, they're not. Some of them could be, I don't know, the tower that you see in the thing. Some of them could be pictures of the river, that cuts across. It's anything you want, all right? People will wear sashes.
People make them?
Yeah.
Wow.
Companies make them. Residents will make them. And they wear sashes. And you'll see people walk around like this, carrying them because they're so heavy. They try to collect them.
Wow.
Well, I want you to be a part of that tradition here in San Antonio.
Okay, I'm down.
So, I'm going to give you a Fiesta medal.
It's for me.
Well, it's for you to keep, or if you want to hand it out to the fan, it's up to you.
Is it because you don't want it?
Oh yeah, thank you for bringing that up. So, also, now this one, I have no idea how it started. For some reason, during the week, you will hear residents shout, "Show us your shoes." I don't know how that started. Well, when you hear that phrase, you're supposed to do this. Just show your shoes. So can we give her a fiesta, show us your shoes? Come on, everybody. Show us your shoes! There we go. I have no idea, Sophia, how that even started.
What? Yeah,
The
so funny.
The show us your shoes. So,
it would be fun to find out where
it would be fun.
started. How has this festival been?
Oh my God. How long do you think it's been around, everybody? 1891.
It's not that old, if you think about it.
1891, 2024?
Oh, 1891.
Yeah, 1891.
Oh, I thought you said 19.
No, 1891.
Oh, that's a long time. So, wait, are you guys all from San Antonio?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me just roughly how many medals do you guys have?
Ooh, see.
You have none. How come?
Go first, go.
Wait, who else? Who else is from San Antonio? Who has medals?
See, that's the thing.
How many do you have?
I have 5.
Okay, how many do you have?
I have a couple dozen.
Dozen.
Oh, wow.
See what I mean? See how
Wow, every year. So how many do you have then? Oh, wow.
See?
Where do you keep them? Different
I
ponds.
sorted by year.
Okay. How many do you have?
You can go around the city, you can end up with like 30, 40 medals a year.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a
That's
thing.
incredible. Does anybody want this?
Well, before you give it out.
Why do you want this?
No, before you
wants it.
there's an Easter egg in there. Remember I mentioned this to you? Can you figure it out?
Well, I see, what is it? Is that Deadpool?
Okay, so far so good, yeah.
Deadpool dancing.
And I gave you a hint earlier when I said about show us your shoes. Remember?
Oh yeah, but he has no shoes.
No, he does have a certain boot.
Is
See
that
the
a
colors?
boot?
You see the colors? I'm going to point it to you.
No, I see it.
You know what that is? Whose
No.
movie is that?
Mm-mm.
Want me to whisper it to you, or you want them to have a contest about this?
I mean, I can't tell that it's
All right.
it's baby blue
In yellow
and a bit of yellow.
is Wolverine's boot.
See, I did not know that. And what kind of dance is that? It's not a Spanish dance?
It's a Spanish dance, yeah. He's
What's
doing
it called again?
Flamenco.
Is it flamenco? Yeah, it is flamenco.
Well, here people dance in kind of a fusion with country and Mexico.
Uh-huh.
It's called Tejano.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's just a lot of polka vibes in it too.
Well, I think I want to give this to you then.
Who's that? Who's the winner?
Yeah.
Come on up. Right, well, that's going on. Go ahead and start lining up for questions, everybody.
Don't be shy. It's not easy.
Yeah, they're not easy. Oh, you got it. You got it. There you go.
Oh, dang.
There it is. Thank you, Sophia. Yeah, no problem, no problem. All right, we got questions lined up for you, Sophia.
Hi.
Go ahead.
Hi,
Yes, sir.
Sophia. I'm Tim.
Hi, Tim.
This is regarding your work with Madonna. Just throwing this out there. I don't know if you could give us maybe 5 seconds of your best Vogue.
I don't remember. I blanked when I stopped dancing. I have no idea.
Okay, backup question. Can you tell us like the nuance between working in American and French films? Like, what's the difference experiences like?
I haven't. Oh yeah, I did do some few. I guess. What would the difference be? People drink wine at lunch in France. That would be the difference.
Go ahead.
You were fantastic in Star Trek Beyond as Jayla with your
Thank you.
acting and action skills. If Paramount ever gets their act together and does make another movie and asks you to be in it, what would you like to see your character do, or how her in the evolution of your character, Jayla?
I don't know. I'd like her to. Like, I'd love to see her immersed closer with the rest of the crew, and I don't know. Keep having like this fun banter with Kirk, and you know, it's just like I don't know. There's so much to do with that, isn't it? It's been such a long time. I hope it gets picked up.
Yes, go ahead.
Hi, I wanted to ask what it was like working on the 824 set of Climax with Gaspar. I know they're known for being really intense films, and that one really affected me, and you did a great job. So I just want to know how intense actually was it? I know there's a lot of choreography in there.
Yeah, it was. We didn't have a script, so that was a bit interesting because I couldn't prepare the way I usually prepare, but it was interesting and it was innovative, and it was quite something. It was a very unique experience, and every day we showed up on set and we did not know what we were going to film, and Gaspar would just make it up as it went. But yeah. Can you please stay when you're done asking the question, because it confuses me when people leave. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Please,
fine.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, since you're a dancer, is there a song that you hear and you just instantly like move, or you just have to dance when you hear it?
I love dancing and I love moving, and it's something that I'll always do. There isn't one particular song, but anytime I hear one of Madonna's songs that I was on tour with, that I performed on, it really goes straight to my heart and makes me happy. Thank you.
Remember, go ahead, ask your question, but don't leave the microphone.
Hi, how was it working with Samuel Jackson on Kingsman? And did you get anything Star Wars signed by him?
No, I didn't. You're gonna hate it, but I wasn't. I don't geek on Star Wars, and I know that's weird.
Everybody's flipping tables now.
I should have never said that. You guys hate me now. No, I did not. Maybe next time. But it was wonderful working with him because he was very supportive. It was my first time. It was my first big movie, and yeah, he was just so kind and sweet and fun. And every time I see him, I'm so happy.
Cool, thanks.
Did you like Kingsman? Did you love
Oh
it?
yeah, it's a badass movie.
What did you like from her? What were her favorite scene with Sofia?
Probably when they first introduced her and she like kind of goes crazy on everyone with their legs.
She went crazy on everyone?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Cutting heads or something?
Yeah, cutting heads. Thanks, man.
Thank you, thank you. Hey, cool cosplay. I wonder what that is.
I have no
Look
idea.
at
So
that. Look at that one.
What was the hardest part of working on climax?
The hardest?
Yeah.
Not knowing what I was doing. Every day I would come home and I would just freeze, trying to replay the whole day that I've shot. But it was quite liberating at the end. You know, I had to really trust my director, and he was incredible. He shot every single frame of the film. He had the camera on his shoulders, and he was great. He's such a great. I would work with him again in a heartbeat.
Is that what I think your dressed cosplay is?
No, that's Jayla.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
my
Yeah, I wanted, because the mask was throwing me off. I was like, Jada never wore a mask. I was like, there it is. All right. What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah,
Good
she
job?
was great. I met her earlier. She was
Yeah, they
amazing.
showed her the actual whole outfit with like the suit and all that. 'cause
Oh, there's
I
a whole
could-
outfit.
Yeah, I could wear it.
Oh, I see.
So,
When you see fans dressed up like that as one of your characters, what does that mean to you?
It's so much fun. I love that
Yeah.
it gives people joy and it inspires them. I love it.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine what you went through, though, sitting on that chair.
Yeah, it was a 4-hour makeup every day.
4 hours?
Yeah.
Good.
4 hours to put it on and like an hour and a half to remove.
Did it ever?
Like maybe an hour to remove actually that one.
Did it ever just be secondhand, like, all right, I just gotta do it, you know? Like,
Yeah, I mean, and then you cannot do it without it.
yeah.
Because you feel different, you know?
Yeah, what was your reaction when you first saw yourself?
It looks
in there?
amazing. I
Yeah,
mean, I
yeah.
think, you know, Joel did an incredible job, so that's such a striking look, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is, yes. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Julian. I'm from the Philippines as well. Anyway, with Rebel Moon, like, Ewan McGregor had a story about filming Star Wars and with all the CGI and stuff, so he's like writing this like horrors, but it was actually just like a box. Did you ever have any experience where it's like so awkward, you're like this weird looking theme where you had to act like it's super real?
So, I mean, so many times you're just in a space that is entirely blue or green, and you have to, like in Rebel Moon, there's this scene where you have this giant fan blowing the craziest wind on our faces, and we have to pretend that all these spaceships are arriving and there is nothing, and all of our heads are all over the place, you know,
There's
like
no
stuff
cute
like
little
that.
dots where to look.
Yeah, and then like the scene with the bird, for example, when Stas' character is like taming the Bennu, like there was no, I mean, they had a head of the Bennu there, and then sometime there was nothing, and then, you know, you always have to, you know, when you're a child, you pretend that things are there that aren't. So all you have to do is go back to your child mind, you know.
Interesting.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Big fan. This question is kind of off topic, but how do you get through the hard times?
How what?
How do you get through the hard times?
Just, you know, going to nature is very important to me. And I try to stay grounded, walk barefoot, you know, and meditation, you know, that helps. And yeah, like just going on walks and going to nature, seeing friends, going to dinners, yeah, travels.
Oh, look who's back. Got another one, huh?
Well, the line was short, so I figured it'd be all right.
Yeah, it's fine.
Since your work from dancing to acting is often very physical, can you tell us like what your workout routine is, like how you, stay in shape and prepare for these tough roles?
It differs depending on the character and depending what we want to achieve. But you know, I like to do this. I like to work out. I go to this Tracy Anderson method in LA. I like to do yoga, Pilates, and then follow whatever the trainer for the movie assigned is. You know, and what we need from me. Like I did Taekwondo for Kingsman, and it varies really.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
question, good question. Hello.
Hi.
I have a question. I just noticed that you were on Hotel Artemis.
Yeah.
My daughter was one of the art directors for that movie. So
Okay.
there's a San Antonio connection.
Oh, amazing!
This is like 3 degrees of separation here.
Yeah.
Is your daughter in LA then?
She's going back. She's been in Fayetteville working
Okay.
on Marvel and DC movies.
Amazing.
So
You must be so proud of her.
I am.
Oh, that's incredible. Do you get to go to set sometimes?
Sometimes I got to see Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, amazing!
Their Christmas show. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's fantastic.
It's amazing. I don't get to see any actors or anything because I geek out. So, like now. And
Did you come on our set?
no, she
No.
wouldn't let me.
Okay.
Yeah, like I
They
said,
probably don't let her.
well, actually, she could probably get away with it, but I am somewhat of an embarrassment to my children. So
Oh, I'm pretty sure you're just proud, right?
I am. But I'm sitting there. I thought I have to show her that she has.
We're all silly to our parents, aren't we?
Yeah.
Disastrous.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for all.
Thank you so much.
Really
Take care.
appreciate it.
So we figured a way to connect you to San Antonio somehow. You know, we figured it out. You know, before I let you go, Sofia, anything you want to tell the fans for the support, as well as any future projects you might have on board that you can talk to us about?
No, right now I'm just relaxing. To be honest, I finished a movie that I was shooting in July, and just being patient and see what comes next.
What movie is that?
It's a movie with Peter Greenaway. He's as a director. It's a movie called Look at Ortiz.
And it's coming out, or it is out already?
No, it just wrapped.
Oh, it just wrapped. Okay. So any idea when that will be released?
I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I feel like, I taught you a little bit of Spanish, right? SOCKS. See, now you're going to use that now on set. You're going to talk to somebody in Spanish. I feel like, what one dance move you could teach me?
I don't know.
I need help with that department. Anything basic?
I don't know.
Which one?
Vogue. YMCA.
The YMCA. So
I don't even know the YMCA. You teach it to me. Here we go.
I taught her the YMCA, everybody.
Taught me the YMCA.
Yeah. Again, just one more question, real fast. Went back to your dancing roots. What is the most challenging form of dancing you've ever had to learn?
I think the hardest is ballet, and it's what I started with. But I love it so much. The other one that was challenging was tango.
Really?
I had to learn tango, and that was quite something. But I loved it also. But it's you have to breathe through it. It's very technical, and it's another beast. I don't know, because you also with a partner, and there's this push and pull. But I love tango.
Yeah. Are you familiar with? There's a popular dance here in San Antonio, a form of dance called Tejano dancing. You ever heard of that? No, it's spelled Tejano. And how would y'all describe it? It's like a fusion of two-step, the slide-ish. You know, so basically, you ever seen country dancing?
Yeah.
Okay, picture that. That's the concept. But a lot more flowy, like it flows. Instead of, country's kind of more stompy, like stomp, 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 stomp. This is a little bit more glidey, flowy. But it's very, very popular here. By the way, people get dizzy. A lot of spinning. They spin near each other over and over again. And they rap. I mean, you should see videos on this.
I don't like being dizzy.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't.
No, well.
What's it called again?
Tejano dancing.
Where is it? And it's from San Antonio. What does Tejano mean?
Okay, that's a good question.
And is it Spanish?
Yes, it is a Spanish
What does it
word.
mean?
It means somebody who's from Texas that's also of Mexican heritage. Tejano, yeah. So basically it's T-E-J. So if you just keep that piece there, that if you're in Spanish, it's called Tejas. So they took the T-E-J and they attached it, and the A-N-O, Tejano, as a Mexicano or something like that. So they attached it to it, and they developed this own form of dance. It's very fast. It can be very fast.
Okay, I'll look it up.
And they have contests on this too.
Oh, really?
I mean, seriously.
Like ballroom, but it's Tejano.
Okay, yes. Think of that, but just people wearing country hats, cowboy hats, and big buckles, and spinning their partner around and around and around.
Do women wear?
Almost the same thing. They wear jeans, boots. It's about right? Like that shirt. By the way, I feel sorry for the ladies that get spun around so many often. And seriously, the female usually gets spun the most.
Right.
When they wrap around the back. I'm not kidding you. They around the back, flip out in front. It is so intricate. I think you would like it. I think you would
I
like
told you
it.
I don't like spinning.
Well, I think how about this? You like it from a distance to watch it.
Okay, maybe
Not
that
being
would
part
make
of
me
it,
dizzy
yeah.
also. Well, SOCKS, right?
She figured it out, yeah. I could have figured a way to end up the show. But if you still want to meet her, get a picture with her, autograph, everything, your booth is open, right? Your table?
think so,
Yeah,
yeah.
your table. Her table is open. Any final words for the fans here in Big Texas?
No, it's nice to meet you all, and I'm happy to be here. I love that it's warm. It's really nice here. I love
Oh,
it.
you're a warm temperature person?
Yes, very.
I'm a cold temperature person. I love the cold temperature. Give it up for Sofia Boutella, please.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.